Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here, excited because this is what we were looking forward to from Samsung. This is the official One UI 7 update. Okay, I know we got the update around April 10th for the Z Fold 6 devices, around April 7th for like the S24 devices. Really, that was kind of like the starting point. But April 7th, April 10th, April 14th were big days for One UI 7 before it all got thrown out the window because of bugs and just not really being ready to release solid software for Samsung Galaxy devices. Until April 23rd for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, they did it. This update feels fresh, it feels new, it feels ready to handle day to day tasks. And the reason why I can say that is because I have been enjoying it way more than I had been previous to April 23rd. Now, that doesn't mean that the update still wasn't a solid update. It just, as I previously mentioned in my follow up video, it was not ready. I don't think it was ready. I've had weird bugs and quirks and issues, and I've had none of that since installing this update on April 23rd. Today's the 25th. I wanted a full day to go by to check it out and make sure that I don't have any issues from that perspective, and I haven't had any issues. Even battery life has been solid with the Galaxy Z Fold 6, and I'm glad that Samsung did push this out. They didn't wait. They made sure we got this update when we were supposed to get it, and here we are with a fresh update. Now, how do we know? Well, as what's been going reported, this is basically like a hot fix update. And if we jump in here to software update and last update, you will see there it ends in BYD9. So that's the official hotfix software update for One UI 7. I think they should have actually renamed it, One UI 7.0.1 as a hotfix update, because then that would have also solidified the fact that this is the update that we've been looking forward to, that we've been waiting on when it comes to One UI 7. And the wait has proven indeed successful. And I'm glad that they decided to finally bring us this update because, frankly, One UI 8 is right around the corner. That's where I'm going to go with that. One UI 8 is right around the corner. Samsung seems like they're actually ahead of schedule when it comes to One UI 8, and it would make no sense to have One UI 7 this late in the game, knowing that One UI 8 could potentially drop like in September. Like, yeah, that's like 6 months away. So hopefully with One UI 7, this is it. I don't think we're going to see a One UI 7.1.1. Usually we see a .1.1 update prior to the next major release, but it's very possible that we're not going to get that this year because of how strenuous on Samsung One UI 7 seemed to have been. So I think they're just going to skip right over to from One UI 7 to One UI 8. We did get One UI 6.1.1 last year, which also included, of course, 6.1. But I don't think that's going to be the case with One UI 7. I think this was a super major overhaul of the software overall, and it had been seen through in and out of the device, right? When it comes to folder management, when it comes to widget management, when it comes to weather management, for crying out loud, when it comes to app control management, and if we come in here to settings, and your app, your icons, a lot of things that they've added official to the software. Look at how it just looks different in the unfolded state for the main screen when you're in there, basically your recent, borderline recent apps. Samsung has just been doing a big job with this One UI 7 to get it to a place where they can make more minor tweaks to software, minor tweaks to features, minor tweaks to even like the settings for us with One UI 8, where it may not be as big of a deal, but that's also probably why they can get it out a whole lot faster, thus really putting them on the right train tracks to keep that consistency moving forward, One UI 9, etc., etc. So for me, with One UI 7 being more official this time with this update, the smoothness of operation, the fluidity of day-to-day tasks, of swiping around, of opening apps, of closing apps, opening folders, the widgets working near flawlessly, clicking in, the response time for a lot of this has been absolutely amazing. Look at this. I mean, it's just, oh, like this was not quite happening before. And even with my lock screen for my cover screen was giving me issues, and now it doesn't. Like, I love it from that perspective. I'm so glad that they fixed those type of things. Now, interestingly enough, that update did revert my. I think maybe you guys saw me change it to my wallet, and it reverted back to the camera. So interesting that the update did that. I don't know why. Not a big deal. I can always change that back. That's the only real change I've seen from that perspective. But it works so much better now. Apps don't feel like they're. I think some apps did get affected. I think there was a memory issue, to tell you the truth, with One UI 7 because I noticed a lot of apps had to be like re-signed in or whatever. And then of course like Google was kind of broke, or was broken, or something happened with Google with the initial One UI 7 rollout. And funny enough, my Nest Mini speaker still doesn't work, so I don't know if that had anything to do with One UI 7, but it's very convenient that my Nest speaker stopped working right around the One UI 7 update. Okay, Google still kind of see now. So it doesn't like to work at night, but it will work during the day, which is interesting. Jarvis. All right, so I got Jarvis working for Bixby, and Bixby is a little weird because with my smart thing set up for like my lights in my house, it doesn't like to really respond that well to shutting things down. So again, those are just probably typical issues with Bixby in general. But with this update, I've noticed a lot of things working so much better, so much more flawless from that perspective. And I mean, it just feels more new. It feels more consistent from like a frame rate because you know the phone can push 120 hertz, but that refresh feels like it's way more consistent this time around than with the initial One UI 7. I felt like it was dipping between like 60 and 120 hertz more often than it should have been, but in this case, it was not, and that's what I definitely appreciate about One UI 7 now with the Galaxy Z Fold 6 series, amongst the other Samsung Galaxy devices receiving One UI 7 hotfix. So let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have received your hotfix for One UI 7 and how has it been feeling for you, or are you just waiting for it? You excited? I did want to give a quick shout out to Benks because they have been a major supporter of the channel the last like year and a half, and they sent over one of their Kevlar cases here. This right here, beautiful case for the Z Fold 6, and I've rocked a case like this before. I believe both for the iPhone 15 Pro and the here it is right here. The iPhone 15 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. Now that I got it open, I can just lift like that. The presentation is near flawless victory. And then pull it out. It gets your little sample phone in the inside there. Close it back up. Set it off to the side. This case is beautiful and immaculate. Gives you even a flat for the hinge for the Z Fold 6. You get this little piece here that should be easily rip-offable. And look at that Kevlar. I mean, it's just lightweight, very stylistic. Gives it a nice look. Tells you it's designed by Benks right there. Inside, again, clean. And then you have the strip in here if you want this to basically be permanently on your device or for it not to really come off. I usually don't have any problem with these cases coming on and off of my Fold. There's only one case I had a problem with that, and I never put it back on. So I shouldn't have a problem here. So once I install it, it's on just like that, and it gives it a nice feel from that perspective, as you can see here, and flat right there. That way when you open it, boom, and then you get some interesting protection there. Now, only thing I hope is that doesn't scratch my screen when it opens up, because that's the only thing I'm gonna be worried about. But it shouldn't, and I'm hoping it doesn't. But it does feel good. Still feels light. Look at how it looks on the phone. Just really nice. Really nice there. And then they also sent out, I'm not gonna put it on because you guys know I don't typically do screen protectors, but they did send their screen protector as well right here. Look at that right there. Hardness. What does that say? Hardness upgraded. So very nice there. The packaging for their stuff is immaculate. I mean, it's really nice. And it shows you that it can withstand some pretty good damage from that perspective. So if you wanted a screen protector, they have it, and I'll have the links in the description box for you guys if you guys want to get your own. So that way you guys can protect your device with a case and screen protector. So again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so all free. That way you know it's my video. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super things button down there by the like and dislike button. Cash App or PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's way to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. It's your man Micah signing out. Until the next video. All wallpapers are found on Twitter. Links in the description box below for my Twitter, so that way you can catch all my retweets, so that way you guys can come across some of these fire wallpapers. Wait for it.